Hey, crime fam, welcome back. Today, we're diving into a case that's as baffling as it is tragic: the disappearance and murder of Gretchen Anthony. This is a story of deception, betrayal, and a desperate attempt to cover up a heinous crime. Get ready, because this one is a roller coaster. Gretchen was a vibrant, loving mother and successful businesswoman. But behind the facade of a perfect life, a dark secret was brewing. When she vanished in March 2020, her friends and family knew something was terribly wrong.
Please be quiet.
Please currently recorded. This is Amanda.
Yes, hi Amanda. My name is Ashley. I have a friend in your area named Gretchen Anthony. I have her address. Both myself and another friend of hers has been trying to reach her for the past, I would say, almost 36 hours now, and she was complaining yesterday morning at 5:30 a.m. of a shortness of breath.
Okay, what's the address?
Okay. It is, she went to the ER, and I've called each hospital in your area, and they don't have record of her visit.
Okay.
It's 1302 Sunshine Drive.
In Jupiter?
Yep, in Jupiter, 33458. It's
okay, and you said her name is Gretchen Anthony?
Yes, Gretchen. Crane is her maiden name, Crain. And her last name, her married name is Anthony.
Do you know her date of birth?
I can look. I think
or how old she is?
She's 52.
52. She a white female, black female, Hispanic female?
She's white.
Okay. So you guys haven't been able to reach her in 36 hours?
It's close to 36 hours, so it's, yes, I guess, closer to 36.
And you're a friend?
Yes, I am. I'm a very good friend of hers. And it's just so unlike her to not answer at all.
Okay, and you said yes, the last time you spoke to her, she was complaining of shortness of breath?
My friend who I'm in contact with, she was texting her and said that she had shortness of breath, and the doctor said, or the COVID-19 hotline said to go to the ER if the symptoms and fever persist. So she said yesterday morning at 5:30 that she was going to go, and now none of us can get a hold of her. And she has a 10-year-old daughter, which is probably with her.
And you checked the ERs?
Yes, I called Jupiter Medical Center and Palm Beach Gardens Medical Center, and they both said they had no recollection of her visit.
Okay. Did she have any other flu-like symptoms? Do you know any coughing, anything like that?
She said she was coughing and she was in bed all weekend. Here, I could read you the exact
Any fever?
She had fever, yes. She said woke up feeling, she put like an emoji like not feeling good. Tried to get through to the virus hotline. Fever, resting now, keep you updated, and we have not heard.
Okay, and she also has a 10-year-old daughter?
She does. So she wrote at 5:30 yesterday morning, awoke to shortness of breath, checked into ER, awaiting test kits, hopefully by 10 a.m. Wish me luck, I'll keep you posted. She's a school teacher.
So she let you know she went to the ER, but now the ER say that she's not there?
Correct. She let my friend know that she went to the ER.
And this was yesterday?
This was yesterday morning at 5:30 in the morning, a.m.
Okay. Is she a single mom? There's no other people that live there?
There is nobody else that lives there now, no.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure that her daughter is with her ex-husband. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Okay, what's her telephone number?
Her telephone number, give me one sec, I'm going to pull it up. Oh, my telephone number or hers?
No, hers.
Okay. It is 1732 859 3824.
Okay, and I just want to confirm, 732-859-3824?
732-859-3824, correct.
Okay. Do you know what kind of vehicle she drives?
She just got a Mini Cooper, one of those like mini compact.
What color?
I'm pretty sure it's a graphite.
So gray.
Gray. I'm pretty sure it's a really dark charcoal gray or black. When I saw it, when she showed it to me, it was in the evening, so.
Okay. Now, is this a house or is this a condo? Do you know?
It's a townhome.
Is there an apartment number or no?
No. It is 1302 Sunshine Drive.
Okay. What is your name?
My name is Ashley
What's your last name, Ashley?
Eisenberg with an E, Eisenberg as in George.
And where are you located?
I'm in Wellington, Florida.
Okay. And what's your telephone number?
561-374-0868.
Okay. All right. I'm going to call the hospitals, and I'll also have an officer check it out. But I'll have them give you a call back, okay?
So an officer is going to call me?
Yeah, we're going to figure out what's going on, and then we'll give you a call back, okay?
Okay, I just want to give you one last piece of information so you don't have to waste your time. I got off the phone with Palm Beach Gardens Medical Center, and the lady who I spoke to there was really nice, but she did say she's not sure why she's not in her system. If she said she texted into the ER because that would be the closest hospital to her. But she said if people are being tested for COVID-19 and they don't have like severe symptoms, they're sending them home and asking that they quarantine.
Right. Right. Yeah, we're aware of that. We're gonna exhaust all our options and then we'll let you know. Okay.
Okay. It's me and my friend Robin who we're really concerned.
No, I understand. It's scary. Yeah, it's very scary, especially with her daughter. Do you know her ex-husband's telephone number by chance, so we can make sure that the daughter's with him?
I really wish I did. I don't.
Okay.
I forget his name. Oh man. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I don't know.
If you can try and get a hold of Robin, maybe she knows, and give us a call back.
She does not. Let me text her right now while we're on the phone. Do you know her ex-husband's name?
Or number, or where he lives?
Yeah, she's in the process of getting divorced from her current husband, David Anthony.
Okay.
Who she had not been in contact with.
Okay.
But no, she doesn't know her ex-husband's name either. That's Ava's father.
Okay. Okay. All right. If you have any,
she's 10 years old.
Okay. If you get any more information, just give us a call back. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hi, is this Jeffrey?
Who's this, please?
This is Amanda over at Jupiter Police Department.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. Hi. I was just curious. We received a phone call about your ex-wife, Gretchen.
Uh-huh.
Okay. They're requesting us to do a welfare check on her. One of her friends. Do you have her daughter or your daughter with you?
Yes, my daughter is with me.
Okay.
I suspect that maybe her mom might have called for that welfare check. I'm on the phone with my ex-wife's sister right now, as a matter of fact.
Okay. Yeah, it was a friend. So you do have Ava?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
She's fine. She's safe. She's happy. Yeah.
When was the last time that you spoke with Gretchen?
I haven't spoken with her, but I've been in contact via text message with her.
And when was that?
And hang on, let me put you on speaker. The last time I heard from her was this morning at 8:58 a.m. I got a text from her.
Okay. And have you tried reaching out to her since, or no?
Several times. And
okay. And she never answered?
No, her mother's tried reaching her. Her sister's tried reaching her, and I've tried reaching her, and I believe my daughter has as well, and she has not been answering.
Okay.
Are you able to divulge who it was that made the inquiry on the welfare check?
It was just one of her friends that was calling. I guess there's multiple people that have been trying to get in contact with her. Do you happen to have a key to her residence at all, if we need it?
I do not, but my daughter, she has a keypad on her deadbolt, and I believe my daughter knows the code. I do not know the code.
Okay, but your daughter has it, so if we needed to get in, your daughter has the code?
Yes.
Okay, and
her
she
car,
can give it to you.
I can tell you that her car is parked in the east side parking lot at Jupiter Medical Center.
So it is at Jupiter Medical Center?
That's what I've seen. I believe that's her car.
When did you see that?
Yesterday and today. I drove by there today to see if it was still there, and it is still there.
Around what time today?
Let's see. I drove by there. I'm going to say it was around 12:30 or so.
Okay. And which side was it on?
Oh, you know what? It was. Forgive me. It was about 1:45.
1:45 this afternoon.
And yes, she said that she's at a CDC coronavirus treatment facility outside of Belle Glade. That she checked herself into the ER at Jupiter Medical Center.
And they transported her?
And they transported her to this facility. I've called Jupiter Medical Center. They have no record of her being there. I talked to somebody in the ER. They have no record of her being there.
When did she say that?
And also, they don't have any such protocols or treatment facilities.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, sir. All right. What time did she tell you that she was in Belle Glade?
So she texted me yesterday morning at 6:28 a.m. saying that she admitted herself into the Jupiter Medical Center emergency room, and she's being treated and waiting for CDC-approved test kits to arrive.
Okay.
And then I heard from her. I didn't hear from her again until 8:47 p.m. And she said she went to the ER. She passed out for after about an hour. And because it was an acute case, she's been admitted to an off-site location run directly by the CDC and Coronavirus Task Force. And she was sedated all day and feels exhausted. And
okay. I don't want you to take this the wrong way. Does she have any mental illnesses at all?
No, I don't take it the wrong way.
Okay.
Why would I take that the wrong way?
Right. No, I understand. Even if they were to ask me if my ex-husband had mental illnesses, I'd be like, what?
No. We saw a couple of different therapists when we were married, both of which diagnosed her with a personality disorder.
A personality disorder? Okay.
Yes.
So she was diagnosed with that. Does she take medication?
No, you can't medicate that. There's no medication for personality disorder.
Okay.
No, it's years and years of therapy. It's the only thing that's good for that. But there's been no written formal diagnosis. This was what verbally was told to me.
It was verbally told. Okay.
By these two therapists. So she doesn't have any of that on her record. No, other than I was in fact just talking to her sister when you called me. So they're all concerned. As well, and they know, how do I put this delicately? They know that she has some issues. She's just going through a divorce, and she's got a lot of stuff going on, and maybe she just kind of went over the edge.
Okay. Has she ever been Baker acted before?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. And can you give me her date of birth? I don't know if we ever. Oh, never mind. We were able to find it.
It was January 8th, 67.
Okay, perfect. Okay, if you can just keep your phone on you just in case we have any more questions or my officers have any questions, that would be great.
Yes, please. And I don't know if you're allowed to inform me, but my daughter is very concerned.
No, of course. I bet she
is. I would love to have.
We'll give you a call back either way. Yeah, of course.
That would be so kind of you. Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm sorry. What's your name?
Amanda.
Amanda. Thank you, Amanda.
No problem.
Nice talking to you.
Okay, no problem.
Right.
And if anything else, if you hear from her, just give us a call back, okay?
I absolutely will.
All right, thank you so much.
The non-emergency line, right?
Yep.
Okay. And should I ask for you, Amanda, or just anybody?
No, you can speak with anyone.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
very good. Thank you.
All right,
take
thanks,
care.
Jeffrey. Bye-bye. Police department, I'm recorded.
Hi, I need desperately help.
Your phone is cutting out very, very badly. Are
Okay,
you
can you hear me
inside?
now?
I can hear you a little. I can hear you a little bit better, but not much.
Okay, I need to get help for my friend that's missing, and I don't know how to put into words, but I know she's in very grave danger right now.
Okay, what's her
And I know
name?
her name is Gretchen Anthony.
Okay, where does she live, or where was she last seen?
Okay, well, we don't know when she's last seen. It's been about probably 3 or 4 days. A sergeant has already, I know, been contacted by other people as well, but I'm one of the last people she spoke to, and I think she needs help.
Okay, where does she live?
Okay. Her address is in Abacoa at her address is oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, it's 1302 Sunshine Drive.
We're already out there.
Yes, I know. I haven't called, and I have a lot of information, new information that I can share, and I even know that I know she's with.
Okay.
David Anthony has her. I know for a fact. I just know he has her. David Anthony has her.
Okay, the officer's already aware of him, and they're also doing all they can to locate her right now.
Okay, well, if they need
what's
to
your
tell me,
name?
I
'Cause
know.
we'll have them.
Okay, I know more than anybody. I know
And
more than my
ma'am,
sister.
I'm trying to tell you that. I agree that you probably know more information, but your phone's cutting out, so maybe you're not hearing me. I'm trying to get your name and your phone number, because I'll have the officer that's handling it call you back.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. What is your first name? Hello? Ma'am, are you there?
I'm here now. I'm outside. Okay, it's Robin. R-O-B-I-N, Couch, C-O-U-C-H.
And what's your phone number?
561-312-1333.
Okay, we'll have an officer call you back shortly.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, what exactly happened to Gretchen? She suddenly disappeared from her home in Jupiter, Florida. Her friends and family grew concerned when they received strange text messages that didn't sound like her. These texts claimed she had contracted COVID-19 and was being held at a CDC quarantine facility. As investigators dug deeper, they uncovered a disturbing truth. Gretchen hadn't left willingly. Her estranged husband, David Anthony, was the prime suspect. It turned out he was deeply in debt and stood to gain a lot from her disappearance. The police discovered disturbing evidence, including signs of a violent struggle in Gretchen's home. The investigation revealed a trail of lies, forged documents, and suspicious activity. David Anthony was eventually arrested in New Mexico and charged with her murder. What followed was a series of bizarre lies and inconsistencies that painted a clear picture of guilt. David's attempts to mislead investigators were almost comical at times. Up next, we'll take a look at David Anthony's interrogation footage.
Right there? Okay. Light should turn on. Here we go. Right here, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, sir. Just just go ahead and push this on the outer part, and
David. My name's Kelly.
I hear so good on the right ear. I don't hear so good on the right ear.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to move over a little bit?
Can you hear me good from here?
Mm-hmm.
You can?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My name's Kelly, in case you didn't hear me, okay?
And I'm Jared Kennerson. We both work for the Jupiter Police Department. Okay? I know your dog. They took us to your dog. Okay? And I wanted to let you know if there's anybody that you wish me to contact about your dog.
Okay.
I'll be glad to do that.
Okay, great.
Okay?
Thank you.
So we can go through that. We were assigned a case last Thursday, okay? We've been investigating this case Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, up until today, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It occurred at 1302 Sunshine Drive, okay? We have obtained enough evidence to obtain a warrant for your arrest for murder. Okay? I want you to understand that.
She's alive.
I want you to understand that.
Right off the bat, detectives let him know they've got enough to charge him with murder, and his knee-jerk reaction is, but she's alive. Okay, David, if she's alive, maybe she can swing by and confirm your alibi. Because right now, buddy, you're digging a hole faster than a gopher on caffeine.
And what's most important to us right now is to find out where she is.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to tell you where she is,
Okay.
but I don't have that information. I'm going to have to ask her.
I have to ask her? Okay. So listen. I told you that we've been working since Thursday. There's a team of 10 detectives who are working. We worked every single day, almost all day and all night. Okay. There were search warrants written, and we gathered a lot of information that I'm sure you're not aware of. Okay, and I want to let you know that.
What information?
There was a neighbor that heard the entire incident on Saturday morning at 6:30, who lives across the way. I want you to think about that real quick.
What incident?
The incident that occurred at Gretchen's home.
You have to give me more information.
Okay. There is a neighbor who observed her driveway covered in a bleach or cleaning product, drenched, coming out of the driveway, coming down the driveway and out of the garage.
What does that have to do with me?
You don't know anything about that?
That's why I'm asking you.
Okay.
I saw your truck.
Your vehicle on that morning, your truck, your Nissan black truck, with the gear in the back, with the tarp over the top, and with the bicycle hanging out the back, was at Gretchen's home Saturday morning at 6:30 in the morning when this incident occurred.
What does that mean?
Were you at Gretchen's residence last Saturday at 6:30 in the morning?
She told me they stole my vehicle, so
I did. I'm asking you to be truthful with us and tell us what happened.
in the email, I was
Explain.
completely truthful with everything that's going on right now.
Okay.
And this is like dealing with deep pockets here. You know, there's a lot more to this than
Okay.
just, you know.
Deep pockets.
I love and care for her,
Okay.
and part of that's got me in this position now. But I'll, you know, protect her. She's my wife.
Okay.
What does that mean, deep pockets?
Do you want to read the email?
Which email?
The email that I sent you.
I read it.
Yeah.
I did. And
Did you read it?
About the utility?
Yeah.
Utility?
About Viking Utility.
Yeah, and they were just merged or bought by Danella,
Okay.
which has political ties to the current administration, and they'll do anything to.
So what does that have to do with you being at Gretchen's house Saturday morning?
I don't know the question. You just asked me something. I don't know.
What does that political deep pockets have to do with you being at Gretchen's house Saturday morning?
Well, I'm asking you to explore all options. That's all.
David's now throwing Viking Utility, the company she worked for, into the mix, claiming Gretchen was about to expose some shady dealings. It's important to remember there's zero evidence of this, and it conveniently surfaces right when he's cornered. This is a desperate attempt to paint Gretchen as a whistleblower in danger.
This is like, you know, if you know, you have the ex-husband involved, you know, she's, you know, she likes sex, she likes drugs. You know, at one point she mentioned she's like seeing 22 guys. You know, she's got notes. You have the, you know, you have the safe in the car, right? You got that? You got that, right?
Yeah.
Oh brother, David's defense. When in doubt, slut shame. He's painting Gretchen as the villain in her own disappearance, which is both predictable and pathetic. It's like he's writing a soap opera, but instead of drama, it's just pure garbage.
Right, so, and, you know, if you have her phone and unlocked her phone, you'll see, you know.
Why do you have her phone?
So, I have her phone. Well, she had her phone. So she was traveling with me up until El Paso.
And then what happened?
Someone hacked her account. Someone was searching her phone. So.
Well, if you were with her in El Paso, how did you become not to be with her?
We were driving separate vehicles, so she bolted.
What car was she driving?
I'm not, like I said, I'm going to protect her and her whereabouts because everyone can be bought. And as much as I know you guys are doing your job, I don't know. I've seen the other end of manipulation of information to skew and or to try to shape an objective. And
so going back to Saturday morning, were you at her home Saturday morning?
You said you saw my vehicle there, so.
Okay. Well, I'm asking you.
I understand what you're asking, but you, like I said, shaping a narrative. So.
Okay.
So what happened after you got to her house?
You saw my vehicle there, so. Yeah.
So I'm asking you, what happened?
I can't shape the fact that your vehicle is there and you were there. I can't shape the fact of what Kelly just asked. You know, what were you doing there?
Yeah, it's between me and her. You know, so I'm husband and wife, so I can enact that right.
Okay, I realize that. Were you there the entire weekend?
You said you saw my vehicle, so.
Yeah.
As far as my whereabouts are concerned.
So you know, I did get your email, and you had put some information on there. You had asked those were questions some stuff that you presented that you said should be looked into, and people should be spoken to, and that's most of that stuff, you know, had been done already.
What do you mean?
Okay. Speaking to people, different people that you asked that should be spoken to.
But did you read
those people?
Did you read the depth of what's going on as far as what she uncovered?
Oh yeah, I understand.
But did you ask them?
Gretchen's home has cameras throughout it. Were you aware of that?
This is the first one I know. It's
The first time? First time.
Because they're in your car.
What are?
Her cameras.
No, they're not.
The blank cameras?
There's blank cameras in your truck.
They're mine.
Okay. They're yours because they came from Gretchen's house, or they're yours because you bought them somewhere else?
They're mine.
They're yours.
So you're familiar with how Blink works? Okay.
So Blink is a web-based system, right? Okay. So you can destroy the cameras all you want. And there's still data and stored cloud storage from Blink. Do you understand that?
That's what you told me, so yeah.
Okay. There's video of you, David, at Gretchen's home on the morning of Saturday, last Saturday at 6:30 a.m.
You just said they saw my vehicle there. So.
Yeah, it's not just your vehicle there. There's video inside her home when you made contact with her that morning, when you met with her. And that video shows something other than a pleasant interaction. Do you remember that?
Not this time.
You don't remember that? See her right there? She would like you to remember that. And that little girl would like to know where her mother is.
They said we split up in El Paso, so you have to ask her.
She didn't make it to El Paso.
You'll have to ask Gretchen.
Gretchen didn't make it to El Paso. She didn't go to El Paso with you.
And then why are we having this conversation?
Because we are trying to find that little girl's the whereabouts of her mother.
I told you where she was.
I told you that your vehicle was seen at the house, right? Okay, that's I'm showing you.
There's nothing in the back of the vehicle.
I'm sorry?
My vehicle's filled.
It's not viewed right there.
My vehicle's filled with stuff.
This is the same. Okay, before.
There's nothing in the back of that vehicle. That's what I'm trying to say. That's not the same day.
No, it isn't the same day. So I'm going to explain something to you. Before you start making statements about what you think is what. This vehicle, this photo was taken at 6:30 in the morning by a neighbor on Saturday morning.
You said it was there.
Exactly, no problem. Yeah. And this vehicle, which is your vehicle, same vehicle, was at 8:30 in the morning on Saturday, the same Saturday. This is the same vehicle, correct? I'm going to show you a few other things to see if you can recollect your knowledge of that day.
I talked to Michelle and Jill, David. I talked to Michelle and Jill.
I thought you were going to show me more.
Okay.
Well, Kelly wanted to talk, so
Yeah,
I figured
Oh, okay. I thought you guys are doing back and forth. Go ahead.
I just wanted to let you know that I talked to Michelle and Jill, and they both said that they're here for you if you need anything, that they've been thinking about you and hope that you were okay because they were just trying to reach out to you.
Does that look like you?
Could be.
Okay, well, I'm going to explain to you right now. I'm going to tell you something right now, which is real life. I know you tell me that you don't remember that. You're saying your truck was there, so I'm trying.
I didn't say that. You said that.
Oh, exactly, exactly. And then I said that your vehicle was there. Okay, so you were also there. There were cameras in the porch area of her home, which I told you captured not a pleasant interaction between you and Gretchen.
Okay.
Okay, I want you to think about that really, really hard right now. Okay? I know you think that those cameras that were in her home were gone and broken and taken down, but they were not. I'm telling you that right now. They were stored in the cloud, and I'm not, David, I wouldn't come in here and tell you lies or tell you something that's not the truth.
Right.
Okay? I wouldn't do that. And I would.
Well, you've done it before. I mean, you said you were leaving Florida, and then you said you had that friend, and then my vehicle was ready for release. So you have lied before. So I mean, there's a pattern.
Okay. That's fine. But
So
you know what?
Everything you say from this point forward.
This is not a pattern.
David's making it personal, turning the interrogation into a battle of credibility, accusing the detective of lying when you're literally being accused of a murder is so diabolical.
That is you with her vehicle.
So you're saying?
Yep, exactly. That is you cleaning up her garage after there is a incident there, stepping over her body with a shovel.
So you say?
So I say. Here is a small photo of Gretchen, deceased, with your face up here.
That doesn't look like Gretchen.
It doesn't look like Gretchen?
Gretchen's alive. I told you that already.
David, we really don't need you to tell us what happened because we already know what happened.
It doesn't matter to us. We have that. We have what happened.
Then what are
What
we
we
doing?
need to do
What are we doing?
is find her.
And what are we doing?
I'm telling you.
Well,
We know what happened because the video tells us what happened, right?
Okay.
But
So let's get past that.
Tells you
We'll
what
wait
happened.
past that.
So what happened?
you
I
killed
just
her.
told you what happened.
I've told you this numerous times. She's still alive.
There are no signs of life of Gretchen. 0 signs of life of Gretchen.
She wants it that way.
No, there is
She would
zero.
never leave her daughter.
Never.
Well, when you're facing what she's facing, as far as what she uncovered, you might change your tune.
David, we know she's dead.
We all know she's dead, and you know she's dead.
We're just trying to help Ava out.
Then what are we doing here?
Exactly what we asked. What the thing that I asked you when we first sat down here is to find the location.
If you have all the information that you need, then I don't know what else.
Ava would like for you to tell her where her mother's buried.
Don't use Ava in this.
We are. You see that little girl right there? I want you to look at her.
I love her
Look
dearly.
at her. I know you do.
You know,
Look at her real good.
Then why would I ever hurt her mother?
Maybe it was an accident.
Maybe, exactly.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it started off as a fight, and I don't know.
No, because
she's the only reason.
she's the only reason.
I was the one who taught her how to ride a bicycle.
And she would hoop and use her
that's
awareness.
awesome. Yep, and then it's awesome.
Then do what's right for
I
her.
would never hurt her.
Not Ava.
I would never hurt either one of them.
Well, you're hurting her indirectly by not letting us know where her mom is.
You'll have to ask her.
We can't ask her. She's dead.
She's dead.
We've pronounced her dead.
Ava's a nervous wreck right now. She can't sleep. She can't eat.
Do not use Ava.
You know, we are.
Okay.
Because that's what's left.
Well, she doesn't have to worry because her mother is still alive.
No,
That's what
she
she's
is
telling
not
you.
alive.
She just wants to know where her mom is, David.
You have to ask Gretchen.
Well, we can't because
We
she's
can't.
not here.
She's dead. She is not with us anymore.
I've given you all the information I have. Could you have Michelle pick up Kobe?
Sure.
You have her number?
I do. How long have you known Ava? How long have you been in her life?
You've done the research.
10 years?
You've done the research.
So you don't care about
You're
her?
asking me questions you already know.
So you don't care about her?
You're asking questions you already know.
Right, I know that you do. So
Okay,
why
so
won't
are
you
asking
help
me
her?
questions you already know?
Do you know how screwed up this little girl is going to be growing up, not knowing or having any closure
You have
about
no
what
idea.
happened with her mom?
You have no idea.
I do have an idea.
You don't.
I deal with victims,
Okay.
families, victims every day.
Well, she's still alive, so she doesn't have to worry about it.
What makes you think she's still alive? She's not on the SunPass video when she followed you. You have her phone. You sent the text messages. You planted her car at Jupiter Medical Center because you're on video doing it.
We have all that information.
She had me do it.
No. No way.
She's screaming for her life on that.
Screaming bloody murder, as the neighbor described it. You can hear it in a video.
When you put your
Why
hand,
didn't
when you
you call the police? then?
Because she didn't. And that woman has to live with that. You know that? That's unfortunate. And I feel bad for that woman. Because that woman has to know.
Nothing happened to Gretchen.
That woman has to
Still
know.
alive.
You put your hand over her mouth
She's
and
still
dragged
alive.
her into the garage.
It's on video, David.
Still alive.
You might want to think that, David, because you don't want to face the facts of what you did.
I was trying to warn her.
Okay, you put your
I was
hand
trying to warn her.
over her mouth
I was trying to warn her.
as you dragged her into the garage, then
You-
bleached down the
Right, I
driveway.
have all that.
But unfortunately for you, the cadaver dog hit on the garage, and we found blood spatter. So there's no way that she's alive. You murdered her in that garage, and Ava would like to know where you put her mom.
Gretchen's still alive.
The detectives are trying to get to the truth, and David's just stonewalling them with this "Gretchen is alive" mantra. His condescension is palpable. I can't imagine how frustrating it must be to deal with someone this deliberately obtuse. This man is dead-ass insufferable.
Do you really believe that?
No, she's not, David.
She is.
You believe that, truly?
I made contact with her 2 days ago.
No.
You didn't?
Oh, you
I
did.
didn't.
How?
Tell us.
Let me tell you.
How?
You said you did. Go prove it.
No, I'm not getting, I have no idea who you're working for. Zero.
I went to the Jupiter Police Department, and you know what?
Police
I
can be
explained
bought.
it. No,
Yeah, you can't be bought. Everyone can be bought. You can't be bought.
David.
I'm going to protect her, so.
Well, you can protect her all you want, but she's dead, and you're
She is dead.
and you're being arrested for her murder. And Ava will never forgive you.
And she will never, she might not ever find out where her mother is.
The last possible thing that you can do for that little girl is give her closure.
Yeah, she's still alive.
No, she is not. You were on video grabbing her and dragging her into the garage of that home. There's video of her lifeless body laying on the ground and you in the background cleaning up. And now that would no, she is dead, and now she is left with to pick up the pieces.
She's still alive.
She is left dealing with this. She is the one dealing with it.
As soon as Gretchen finishes her whistleblower case.
Gretchen's not going to finish anything. Gretchen is dead.
And she's safe. And
David, what part
recontact Ava.
of we have the whole Blink video are you not understanding? What part of blood spatter all over the garage and the Zephyr Hills bottle and you rearranging the garage and the cadaver dog hitting and the neighbors hearing it and you being on camera putting your hand over her mouth and dragging her
As she's screaming for her life.
and then the whole cleanup with the bleach and the pavers and the sprayer and the bleach and you throwing away the tiles, what she's not alive.
She's not alive. She is dead.
If you want to believe that because that makes you feel better,
She's still alive.
then you go ahead and believe
You
that.
can continue believing that. But this one, she might not know what happened to her mom, where she ended up. She doesn't know yet where her mom is.
She's in El Paso.
No, she is not in El Paso.
Her dead body was laying on the garage floor. So you can't get past that. You can't get past the video evidence that you thought you were going to erase from her phone, but you didn't.
One video's watching you smash it with a hammer, while the other one's watching you do that. There was video still there, David. It's there. I just want you to understand that. It is there.
Okay.
It is there. She is not alive. That story it's false. It's not true. We know it's not true, and that's fine. That's fine. But the bottom line is, she doesn't know where her mother is right now. She doesn't know.
What are you afraid of? Like, your life can't get any worse right now, right? So why are you hanging on to the story that she's still alive when we've shown you dead pictures of her body?
I haven't seen.
They say denial is a river in Egypt, but for David, it's a full-blown water park with a lazy river and a wave pool of delusion.
I showed you a picture of a dead woman's head, hair blood-soaked.
I didn't see her
That's
body.
what, David, that's what it is. I'm telling you that right now. That's what it is.
I didn't see it.
That's what it is. I'm telling you.
Okay. She's still alive.
Like Kelly said, how
In El
worse
Paso.
can it get?
Gretchen's in El Paso right now.
No, she's not in El Paso.
Unless she moved.
She's not in El Paso.
David, there is nothing that you can say that is going to change that evidence, that is going to change that Blink video. Nothing. That's why we're sitting here,
Right.
right? We all know she's dead. We all know she's dead.
I don't know she's dead.
Well, we're telling you she's dead. You killed her.
You killed her then.
It's on video.
No,
You putting your hand.
You killed her?
You putting your hand on her mouth and
I told you
dragging
she's
it.
still alive. What else do I have to... she's still alive. I made contact with her 2 days
So
ago.
you dropped her body in El Paso? You picked up her dead body and dropped it in El Paso?
She is in El Paso right now. I made contact with her 2 days ago.
How?
Email.
What email? You have her phone.
I don't have her phone.
Yes,
You have her phone.
Right, you're right.
You have her phone, right.
Which we found in your truck.
Right.
Right.
Which she sent me along with because someone had hacked into her iCloud account and was tracking her, and she wants to be hidden.
You hit her somewhere.
Well, that's the narrative that you're going to try to
No,
play.
it's not, because I have it on video. I have you on video killing her.
Okay.
So there is no narrative. It's black and white.
You don't have video of me killing her.
How do you know what we have?
Show it to me.
I just told
Show
you.
it to me.
You just dragged
Show me
her.
the video. Show me the video.
Her dead body.
Show me the video.
Her dead body is right
Show me
there.
the video.
I know that it exists.
Okay, then
so
show
you
it to
can
me.
demonstrate why you want
Show it
to
to me.
here. Okay? It
Show it to me. Then show it to me.
We brought the
It
pictures.
exists. I showed you the pictures.
Okay. Picture doesn't tell anything.
Well, I'm telling you it exists.
It tells you that there's a dead body laying there with her head soaked in blood. It shows that
Still
you
alive.
confronted her on the porch and she came outside her back patio and said, "What are you doing?"
She's still alive.
David, we would like to be able to tell the judge that you cooperated with us and at least gave Ava some closure and told her where her mother was. But you continuously denying that she's still alive and she's El Paso, when that doesn't even make sense because we have her car, we have you planting the car, we have you on the SunPass cameras, and she's not with you.
So then what do we do? Like,
What are we
you
doing?
have all the video. You have all the,
The reason why we are here is to find where her mother is located. Where her
in El
mother's
Paso.
where her mother's deceased body is
She's in El
located.
Paso.
That's why we're here. You just asked why we're here, and I told you point blank. What we are here is to find out where her deceased mother's body is.
So you've already declared her deceased.
Yeah.
You've declared her deceased.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even though she's still alive.
She's not
She's
alive.
not alive.
Do you know what a cadaver dog is?
Tell me.
Detects deceased people,
Human
decom.
remains.
Right. That dog hid in the garage, walked around that garage, laid it down in a spot, saying that he found something. And what we found
Animals could be wrong, right?
was her blood spatter.
There's blood.
Her blood's not
There's
wrong.
coagulated blood all over the ground.
Animals can be wrong, right?
Her DNA is wrong, but that's her blood?
David, it's
Are you
not.
sure it's her DNA?
Yeah.
It's going to be, yes.
You know how we compare DNA? We take a swab from the blood on the ground, and we compared it to her razor, to her toothbrush, to her hairbrush.
So you said you haven't done it yet. Now you're saying you have done it. So you guys
She's
are
telling
doing.
you.
You guys are doing.
I'm telling you
She's telling you how it's done,
Doing
David.
it.
David, do not put
You guys
words in
are
her
doing
mouth.
it. You guys are doing the
She's
same
telling
thing.
you how it's done.
You guys are doing the same thing again.
No, you're
are.
doing the same thing.
You're
deflecting
lying
the
like
other
you did
way.
before, and you're lying like you did before. So
You're not lying, David.
No,
You
nobody's
are.
lying.
I said
David.
she's dead, and the cadaver dog hit on
I
it.
don't trust you. You guys lie.
You don't trust the video?
You cannot trust us all you want, David.
The videos. Show me the video.
Those are still pictures taken from the video.
She's still alive.
And yet you have no evidence to prove that. Right?
It's not on me to prove it.
You're right, because we proved she's dead.
We prove she's not here.
If you prove she's dead, then what are we doing?
We just said that. What are we doing? The number one thing we said we were doing when we first came in here, you keep saying that, then what are we doing? David, what are we doing? We're trying to find out where her mother
to
is.
try to create a narrative.
No, we're not lying anything.
She's still alive.
No, she is not. We asked, you keep asking the same question.
So
what
do
are we
you.
doing here?
So do you guys.
What are we doing
One
here?
So do you guys. You guys
Why-
keep
Where
asking
is
the
she?
same question.
One question
You
is
guys
all we
keep asking
have.
the same question.
The same question, exactly,
And
because
that's
you
not
haven't
going to wipe out,
answered it.
protect. I have the right to not say anything regarding her.
the wife that you guys are getting divorced and that you've been separated.
But we're not.
That's not what I said. I said getting divorced.
But we're not. So
and you
I still have rights as a husband and wife.
And you were separated.
I still have rights as a husband and wife.
And you killed her.
And I've given you as much information as I have. I've been cooperative up to this point, and now you're trying to frame murder on me. So
no, we're not framing you. You're getting charged.
We're telling you.
You are.
You're charged.
We're telling you, buddy.
Fine.
No framing.
Okay.
No framing.
All right.
So you know what we're going to do? We're going to walk out of here and call Eva and tell her that you refuse to cooperate and that you don't love her enough to give her closure.
Her dad has already warped her mind so much.
That has nothing
to do with it.
Out of it. Oh, what? Take your dad out of it. Her dad is part of it.
We're talking about her.
Her dad is part of it.
We're talking about that little girl. That little girl, not her dad.
Her dad is part of it.
No, we're talking about her, not her dad.
You know she's been worried sick about her mother. She knows that we were coming up here.
Gretchen provided updates when she could.
Ava knew we were coming up here
the whole way
to
on
talk
this
to
trip,
you.
Gretchen.
There's no COVID-19. There's nothing like
There's no
that.
COVID-19?
No, there isn't, because she never went to the hospital. There's no record of her being at the hospital. That was all crap.
So you don't think she's sought alternate treatment somewhere else?
No.
But in the
She doesn't trust the regular.
In the-
She doesn't trust the regular hospital system.
In the CDC
she's
receiving
an alternative
facility
healing.
in Belgrade?
She's in essential oils.
David?
In the Belgrade receiving facility where you told all of her parents she was?
That's the information she gave me.
No.
So back to enacting my rights as husband and wife. So
what?
What else? What else?
This whole fictitious story about the COVID-19, there is no record of her being at any hospital for COVID-19.
Okay.
Zero record.
Doesn't mean anything.
It sure does.
Doesn't mean anything.
So you
It sure
agree
does.
you made it up because she wanted you to?
Doesn't mean anything. Once again, husband and wife, I can enact that privilege.
That privilege doesn't really even exist. But, okay. That still doesn't get away from the fact that we have the Blink video of you putting your hand...
You said it.
You said
it. But she's alive.
You know what? I'm just going to go call Eva and tell her that you're not cooperating. We'll see how she feels about that.
All right.
David, we didn't come up here.
Honestly, I can't even blame Detective Kelly for dipping out. Sitting through this dude's nonsense rambling, I'd be halfway to Fiji myself.
To framing?
No, we didn't come up here to give you a BS story. Okay? We came up here to find out where this little girl's mom is, find out where Gretchen's mom is. I'm sorry, to find out where Ava's mother is.
Gretchen's mom?
We'll find out where Ava's mother, Gretchen, is. My apologies, I twisted my tongue.
You do that a lot. You all do.
Something terrible happened Saturday morning. A terrible event happened. Listen to what I'm saying.
So you're saying...
Okay. Something terrible happened Saturday morning. Something that you probably didn't want to happen. Maybe not. I don't know. But something terrible happened. And it stinks. And it stinks.
She's still alive. And you didn't follow one anything that I gave you.
Something terrible happened. Like I said, the reason why we're here is to find out where she is. We already know what happened. We know the narrative. We know what happened Saturday morning.
We know what happened the whole weekend.
All right, then you don't need me anymore.
No. She needs you.
You don't want.
Tell us where her mother is.
You don't care about her.
Care about who?
You don't care about her.
Oh yeah, believe me, I care about that kid.
All I care about is knots in your belt.
No. This isn't. Remember what Kelly said at the beginning of this whole thing?
I don't.
You can just listen to me then.
Right.
You know, you can just listen to me then. Remember what Kelly said? It's not about me. It's not about her. It's about her. I don't take my job personally. Believe me. When I'm done doing this job, I'm done. This is a job to me, and that's it.
Just readjusting myself with my handcuffs.
Oh, yes, sir. I take none of this job personally. There's no notches on belts. That's not what it's about. It's about helping people get closure. It's about helping people find their family members. Something terrible happened.
You keep saying.
I said, yeah, something terrible happened. Saturday morning.
Do you have to tell me I'm being recorded or no?
Excuse me?
Do you have to tell me I'm being recorded or
No,
no?
you're at a police department. There's really no expectation of privacy.
Rules have changed, no?
What's that?
Rules have changed.
No, it's always been like that.
Kind of skewed towards y'all.
No, you're in a police department. There's really no expectation of privacy. There are a lot of people that help.
Chance I can, what's that with these handcuffs in front?
I may be able to. Would you like to have a drink? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
I'm asking. Just give me a second. I can see if I can do it.
You just open that up. I'll just. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I totally fast-forwarded through this part. They were just going back and forth about nothing. I'm guessing the detective was trying to build some rapport with David. You know, be all buddy-buddy, but it was completely irrelevant to the case, so I spared you the boredom.
David, you want a water?
Sure.
Bring the water right there for you. It's right next to you on the left. David, I'm going to play something for you. I need you to listen to it. I would like you to listen to it.
David, it's Ava. I love you. I'm scared. I miss my mom. I need to know where my mom is. Please do the right thing and tell me where my mom is.
It is.
Please, I love you.
It is. Wait. No.
David, it's Ava.
Not Ava.
I love you. I'm scared. I miss my mom. I need to know where my mom is. Please do the right thing and tell me where my mom is. Please, I love you. David, it's Ava. I love you. I'm scared. I miss my mom. I need to know where my mom is. Please do the right thing and tell me where my mom is. Please, I love you.
That is Ava. David, you don't want Ava to believe that you are some kind of a monster, do you?
Sure, do you think so?
I don't think she does.
She does.
I don't think she does.
She does.
The morning of the Saturday, last Saturday, Gretchen came out of her house at 6:30 in the morning. She came out at 6:30 in the morning.
We're not going to do this anymore.
And she met you out there.
That's the story that you're...
No, it is a story.
It's a story you're creating.
It's not.
It's the narrative that you're framing.
Out there in
her... The narrative you're framing.
Now, you're out there in her porch. She walks out. That was the last time that she was alive. She walked out of her porch.
She's still alive.
No, she walked out of her porch, and she met you, who was out there for at least 5 minutes before she went out there. That was the last time that Gretchen was alive, when she walked out that door.
She's still alive.
No. She's not. Photos right here. There's blood all over this garage. You yourself put on green plastic gloves to clean it up. Gretchen is not alive. Ava is going to know, or is going to feel, that you are a monster for the rest of her life. If you can live with that,
sure he does.
That's fine. Now, I know how you feel in your heart about her. You yourself said before she's like a daughter to you. You know how she feels about you.
Nope, Shirley hates me. I'm a monster to her.
No.
Even though her mother's still alive.
No, her mother's not alive. Her mother is dead. Her mother is not alive. And she has to live the rest of her life without her mother. She doesn't have to see you as a monster.
Shirley does.
No. No, she doesn't have to.
She does.
She doesn't have to see you as a
Even
monster.
though her mother's still alive.
No, her mother's not alive. Her mother's life was taken last Saturday morning. She will never see her mother again. Do her one last thing. Do her one last thing. Let us know where her mother is.
El Paso.
Is she alive in El Paso?
I'm enacting my husband-wife privilege.
This interrogation is just a masterclass in deception. David Anthony spent the entire time lying, denying, and deflecting. The detective's patience is truly remarkable because David just kept getting more annoying, more patronizing. Convinced he was the smartest person there. Honestly, he just looked foolish. This was a tough one to get through. I can't imagine being married to someone like that. Bless Gretchen. After hours of interrogating David and hitting a complete brick wall, let's take a look at this last clip. This is the detective's final attempt to break through, to get him to admit something. But after all this time, will he?
You can keep hiding from what the actual truth is. She is not alive. She is deceased.
You're rusing me.
No, she is deceased. So you're going to be viewed as a monster animal by all these people.
They already do.
People who care about you.
They already do.
People who
and you're not going to paint a picture of me looking great anyway, so what does it matter, man?
Well, unfortunately, the evidence doesn't paint a picture. It's not me painting the picture. Like I told you before, this isn't personal to me. None of this is personal to me. It's not about
me. Well, it is to me, Jared.
It's not about me.
It is to me, Jared.
It's about the other. It's about the
my life,
girl.
Jared.
I understand.
No, you don't understand.
It is your life.
You don't understand. You don't understand at all.
I don't, because I'm not in a position.
Right.
You're exactly right.
You don't. You have no idea. Zero.
I have
zero.
100%. You are right.
Zero.
Hey, but you are correct. That
Zero.
I don't understand what's going on with you. It's because I'm not you.
And I'm not you, Jared.
And I don't understand what's going on with you. That is 100% correct. Tell me then. Tell me what the problem is. What's going on? You told me
You're lying to me, that's all. You're lying to me. First you told me it was Ava, then you told me that you were going to leave the floor, then you told me my vehicle's going to be released, so you lied to me, dude.
Exactly. I did. I told you I did.
The other lady lied to me. You guys lie. You guys are liars.
I am a liar.
You are liars. I know.
100%.
100%. So I can't believe one word that's coming out. I can't even believe that you have all that evidence either. I mean, you guys just continue to lie.
I showed you the photographs, David. David, I showed you.
I listened to law enforcement officers, doctor, police reports, and use Photoshop to make their bruises look worse. I had them trump up a police report. Go to Palm Beach Shores, pull up my police report, and watch the body cam. And you don't tell me why I would, whatever, Riviera Beach, Palm Beach Shores, whatever. You know, so you know, you've seen it.
I know.
So you saw it.
Sure.
Did you see it?
I told you before.
Did you see
Riviera
it?
Beach.
Did you see the body cam?
No.
Look at it.
I will.
Good.
I didn't see it. I know the report exists. I didn't read the whole thing. I know it exists.
That's what I'm saying. You're not doing your homework. You haven't read the whole report. You haven't checked in El Paso. You haven't researched You haven't researched Viking Utility. You haven't researched Jeff Dryer.
David, tell me what you started.
I told you. You started going down a path. Look at the email. Look at the email. It tells you everything.
You started going on a path. You said you don't understand me.
I'm not going back to that. We're talking. It's a new moment.
I know there's something you want to talk to me about.
I told you everything.
How would you feel if you told me where she was? How do you think your body would feel? How do you think your soul would feel?
That question can't be answered.
Sure it can.
It can't. Because she's alive.
Now, she is dead.
You must have different information.
Now, think about this. Think of how much better.
I love her and I will protect her.
Think of how much better you would feel if you told me where she was. Think about that. You know how it would make you feel? It would be a 1,000-pound weight off your back.
On my back?
Off your back.
On my back.
No, you already have David, you already have a 1,000-pound weight on your back.
So what are we doing here? Like, I've answered all your questions. What are we gonna, like, am I being transferred? What's going on? Am I being...
Is that what you want?
I'm just asking a question. Like, I mean, you're asking the same questions. I'm giving you the same answers. We're not going anywhere right now.
Think of how much better you would feel if you release that information.
You're rusing me again, Jared.
No, I'm not. I know how much. I know it would make you feel better.
It would make you feel better.
No, me. No. I feel great right now, no matter what.
You want to make up a lie about where she is?
No, I don't want you to make up a lie.
She's in El Paso. She's alive in El Paso.
Prove to me she's alive in El Paso.
It's not my job.
That's a minute.
It's not my job. Plus,
that doesn't look very good for you.
Plus, Viking Utility wants her not around, so...
You're telling me she's somewhere, but you don't want to provide any information. That doesn't look favorable.
I'm not concerned with your interpretation.
It doesn't look favorable to you.
I'm not concerned with your interpretation. That's our property in my vehicle. I'm her husband.
You sure are. You sure are. But you're not her husband anymore because she's not here.
She is not alive.
Right, she's not here. She's in El Paso.
I said she's not alive.
She's not here. You're right. She's in El Paso.
All those people
Already
who believed in you, no. And had
They
faith
do.
in you, no. All the people who had believed in you and had faith in you,
I'm a monster.
no. And they're gonna look at this,
Just like
and they're gonna
Ava.
say, this is crap. That story's not believable, and it's not the truth.
Your story's not believable.
My story's backed up with facts.
Okay.
You haven't provided me any facts to back up that story.
And I told you why.
She wasn't with you at the
Viking
hotel.
utility wants to.
She wasn't with you at the hotel. She
Viking
was there at the
utility
hotel.
wants, Viking utility wants to hurt her.
No. Like utility wouldn't go through the... You need to stand up?
Ooh.
Let me go see if I can find something real quick. Probably took this long.
So, why did David Anthony do what he did to Gretchen? The truth is, it's a complex tragedy rooted in fear and mental illness. The COVID-19 pandemic, which David interpreted as nothing short of Armageddon, triggered a deep-seated fear within him. But this wasn't just a reaction to a global crisis. David had been suffering from bipolar disorder for years, a condition that can cause extreme mood swings, distorted thinking, and impaired judgment. The combination of these two factors, the overwhelming fear of the pandemic and the destabilizing effects of his bipolar disorder, likely led him to a devastating conclusion. He saw committing this crime as a necessary escape, a desperate act born out of a mind convinced it was facing an apocalyptic scenario. Ultimately, this case is a reminder of the fragility of mental health and the devastating consequences that can arise when fear and distorted thinking take hold. It highlights the urgent need for accessible mental health care and a greater understanding of the challenges faced by those living with mental illness, especially during times of crisis. David Anthony ultimately pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and kidnapping at trial, receiving a 38-year prison sentence. In closing, our thoughts remain with Gretchen and her loved ones. This video was made with the intention of understanding, not sensationalizing, and we hope it serves as a reminder of the importance of compassion and support during difficult times. Most importantly, we hope it honors Gretchen's life.